Nika. It's August the 12th, 2026. You remember, guys, when I think it was last week, and I said who's holding the collective back, or who's benefiting from the collective being sick, having a hardship, or whatever it may be, having sickness or whatever. Then I said uh, who benefited from me having a stroke, because I always felt like it wasn't just, she had a stroke. I think it was other factors. I know that. I know that. You hear me talk about it. You have heard me talk about it. I don't think it was just a stroke. Boom, it happened. I think other factors were in play. Meaning it's bad energy sent, negative energy sent. Because even my doctor saying, you too young. What's going on with you? So, side note. Let's get to it. So, basically, remember the video when I said, who benefited from me having my stroke? Having my hardship, who benefited? Have me having stroke, hardship, sickness, or whatever. So bear with me. I already pre-shuffled because I didn't want to waste time. But let me tell you, and I ain't gonna lie to you because I'm keeping 100. Why? Because it's about me. But I'm sure that the people that was involved or talked about me did something. Oh, I know they're watching. I know watching. So I want you to watch. Yes. But anyway, the first card, I asked the question, who benefited from me having a stroke, having a hardship, sickness, or whatever? First card was the death card. First card was the death card. Scorpio energy. What clarified the Scorpio death card was the judgment. It said judgment, truth. What clarified the death card and the judgment? This card, I'm gonna say it came out, but I did shuffle another one, but I'm gonna use card too. So 6 of Cups, meaning the past, a past person, a past event, the past, and say innocence. You see innocence. So I asked, okay, then let me redo this. Why the death card and the judgment card out here? And I reshuffled the Empress. The Empress, usually the Empress could be about fertility, money, abundance. The Empress, queens of all queens, or it could be a mother, a wife figure. It could be, And it said contentment. The Empress, Taurus, Virgo energy. I'm sorry, I said Taurus, Virgo. I meant Taurus and Libra, or Virgo could be significant. A Taurus, Libra, or Virgo could be, but usually the Empress is Taurus and Libra energy. I said, well, clarify the Empress. The Lovers came out reverse. The Lovers is Gemini. Came out reverse. It means a lot of things. Reverse meaning no love. When I saw that reverse, I say no love. But it could mean someone need healing, a relationship, you or the person or something needs healing. No love, dislike, disharmony, unbalance, no peace. Okay? I said, well, let me clarify the love. This card came out, but it hit the floor. It came out, when it hit the floor, it came out reversed, but I'm going to read it 2 ways. So the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving to karma waters. Usually, lately, the Six of Swords came out for the last couple of months. I've been using Six of Swords as seeking help, seeking a help or seeking professional, but usually Six of Swords means to move on something. Could be moving on in the mind, but it could be moving on. God lead you, spirit guides, answers lead you, or moving on, or just moving to calmer waters. If you read it reverse, it's like a blockage. You're not moving on. You're blocked. No spiritual help, no nothing. You get what I'm saying? So I'm reading it 2 ways. So it came when it hit the floor, it was reversed, but I'm reading it 2 ways because I wasn't quite sure, because I think it flipped on the floor. I said, well, clarify the Lovers, reverse, the Queen of Swords, or air sign, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone in air energy, whether it's a man or a woman, but usually it's a woman, but its energy can be a man or woman, but a heavy female energy. The Queen of Swords dealing with reason, communication, expression, get to the bullshit. Could be very smart mentally, very strategic, Speaking out, the Queen of Swords. Interesting. I said, we'll clarify the Queen of Swords. The King of Wands came out. The first card I showed you was the Death card. The overall energy is for the Death card is the High Priestess energy. So that means somebody's very spiritual, very tapped in, or using intuition. Someone. The overall card for the Judgment was the Five of Swords. Conflict. What's that? Conflict and defeat. So somebody's having some conflict or defeat, or they wanted this conflict and defeat to somebody. Behind it is the Five of Cups, emotional loss. Behind it, the Five of Cups. So 55, born 1955 or 55 or 555. So conflict and defeat, emotional loss, regret, shame, embarrassed. Behind it is the Seven of Swords, mean deception and envy. Somebody was trying to get away with something, or somebody was wearing a false mask. So that means somebody or something was sneaky, manipulative, very sneaky, manipulative, tricky. Behind this, interesting, is the Lovers. Gemini upright, but on the board we got Gemini reverse. Yes. So upright. So it could be two people or more, or it can be one person. But the Lovers usually harmony, balance, peace, healing, love. Behind it is the Wheel of Fortune. My Wheel of Fortune, it could be natal charts, astrology, could be fortune, luck, prosperity, good timeline cycles. Behind that, oh bitch, we got the damn devil. Capricorn energy, temptation, overindulgence, wanting something, low vibe, shadow. And behind it is the Three of Cups. Lately, the Three of Cups has been two or more in my name, but it's a rejoicing celebration. So somebody rejoicing celebration, or multiple people was involved. Behind it is the Nine of Swords, suffering and silence. Somebody either did that or they in an energy. Yes. So, what else? What's my other deck? What's the other deck I'm looking for? To tell y'all the overall. So remember when the cards came out, the Six of Cups and the Empress. The overall energy for that was death, another death, but this will say death and transformation. Behind it is the Moon, fear, could be a Cancer or Pisces. Behind it is the Three of Wood, and it says sadness. Behind that says the heart, the food, self-care, and on and on and on. But for me to see the overall energy for this deck is death and transformation, meaning loss, transformation. I know what it means as a reader because I'm asking about me. And those who knows and want to know, yeah, so that means death is showing twice. Yes, sir. And the overall energy for the Lovers reverse, the Queen of Swords, King of Wands, Six of Swords is the Aquarius. Aquarius star card. Yes. That means spotlight, popular, a healer, hope. Behind it is the King of Swords. So King of Swords out here. This King of Swords, but on the board we already have the Queen of Swords out here. So this is her countermate. That means her countermate or a partner or duo, their countermate or their partner is not far off. The Queen of Swords came out, but the King of Swords is in the dead. This King of Swords, which is the air sign Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this person could be heavily Aquarius. The star card, which is air, and the King of Swords, which is air. This Queen of Swords could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or in the energy of air. A heavy Aquarius, but it could be any air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But then this say the World card. Something's over. Finished. Behind that is the Moon. This is the second time we done seen the Moon, right? The Moon. Behind that is the Hanged One. Somebody done been enlightened or see something new perspective or waiting on something, right? behind that is the high priestess, right? Yeah, somebody do fortune teller. They either pay for it, go to a pastor, go to a spiritual practitioner, or very intuitive. So that means the high priestess is not too far behind. The high priestess was the overall entry for the death. So that lets me know intuitive ability, psychic. I don't care, just, look, I know what it means. I don't. Because to me, this card got the fortune teller thing. Somebody done ran some cards, or just somebody high intuitive, or they did a dabble, or somebody just taking me into the occult to just like hitting things, or they just like really tapped in. It could be anybody, really clairvoyant, clairaudient, or you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Page of Wands behind it. Yes. Action, plans, and this mind, somebody use fire card. Action, vision, energy, plan. Somebody had a plan. And the page of coins. Goals, job, values, health, offer, page of coins. So somebody's childish. Or they trying to, yeah. That's all I needed to know. So this is part 1. And I just basically told y'all, but me being a reader and knowing how I can tap in. And all I basically asked was, who benefited from me having my stroke? I had my stroke 3 years ago. Who benefited? Who benefited from me having my stroke, being sick, or going through a hardship? Yeah. So this person, death card, somebody is a Scorpio, they got Scorpio energy with the death card. Somebody, this judgment. The death card, so either somebody is under judgment for death or loss. I don't know if they feel bad, or it's divine judgment, or they wanted a death. Because when the first card came out that I saw, that I asked about me, was the death. The first thing I saw was who benefited from me having a stroke, hardship, blah blah. Death card, meaning they will either wanted a loss, some hardship, they wanted it. It's fast, they wanted it. And then I'm like, okay, but then it can be death too. It can be a physical death, a mental death, emotional death, but it's a loss. This person could be under judgment, or they wanted to bring judgment to me. Or somebody's outcome may be death, or they wanted my outcome to be death or loss, or their outcome may be a death or a loss, or they need to die to their ego, to their own, lower self. But then the Six of Cups is somebody from the past. It's something, either somebody or something from the past. Could be childhood, somebody I knew, or somebody that knew me from the past. Something from the past, because Six of Cups is past energy, or it's childhood, or it's memories. It could be anything. The Empress, it could be some type of mother, a mother figure, my mother, somebody, mother or mother, or if it's not, somebody was content doing this or saying this. Somebody I looked at as a mother. Something, if it's not the mother or wife energy, somebody wife or mother, if it's not that, could be either my money or my abundance, or somebody else's. Okay? Queen of Swords, like I said, somebody could speak out, could say something, or they just in a bitchy position, or they about communication, like to speak out, or this could be saying me, I don't know. But somebody in the Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords is not bad energy, but we got Six of Swords, so 66 out here. And I already told you Sarah Heron, bitch ass, was born in 1966. We got the Six of Swords, and we got the 6 with the Lovers. I'm just saying. But somebody could be 66 years old, or born 1966, Sarah Heron, or just 66. Because I know she was connected to this shit. But anyway, love's reversed. Like I said, this person don't love me, or they don't pray for me. They don't have my highest, good intentions, put it that way, or they never did. They could have been saying they did, but they don't. But that's basically what I get. Yeah, I got 3 sixes. 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and 6 with the Lovers. So 6. Some of y'all may look and say that's the devil, whatever. But 6. So I need to look up 666, or the number 6, or something about 66 or 666. I'm just saying. Yeah. The King of Wands. This gives me it's the Queen. It could be two separate people, but either two people work together, or this Queen of Swords, King of Wands is the same person. But it's giving me the it gives me the Queen of Swords, but she's moving in the King of Wands. Very visionary, very bold and all that. It could be two people or the same person. It can go that way. Yeah. And like I said, the star Aquarius, somebody is Aquarius out here, and I told you about the lovers, Darnell Jefferson, Taisha Jefferson, the married couple. They both is Aquariuses, and I'm sure they be watching, or they got their flying monkeys watching. So like I say who, but if it could be more than one person, but I'm gonna call you out. So no telling who it may be. Just because I had my stroke in 2023, somebody could have been praying for my downfall in 2014, 2018, and things happen. It could have been that. So it don't have to be just one certain person. Somebody could have been praying for this shit to happen, my downfall, a stroke, or a bad illness. It could be anything. But Aquarius, I know Sarah's daughter, Shavonna Herron, she is an Aquarius. But I'm just saying, I'm saying different stuff. But it could be any person, anything. But I do know that either one of them in the Five of Swords, a conflict or defeat, or they in conflict and defeat now. They could be having emotional loss. They was moving in the Seven of Swords, or Seven of Swords could be just getting away, moving in silence. Somebody did, and the lovers, they could have said they love me. This could have been two people. Something about the Wheel of Fortune. Capricorn is out here, either a Capricorn or just like temptation, the 666. It can be, but no, yeah, it could be all that. Somebody did work with others through of cups and suffering silence. Either they suffered in silence or they wanted me to. Okay, yes, but I'm just saying, that's how I know. But this death over here, two death is showing. And then the moon, they wanted me in fear. They want to project their fear, or they in fear now, or somebody around them might have some type of loss or death. I'm just saying, sadness, they could be sad, or they wanted me sad, or something about somebody's heart out here. They say self-care, something about my self-care, they self-care, or something about somebody's heart out here. But I'm gonna leave it be. So I do know, for me, I do know somebody is a high priestess, whether it's saying that I'm the high priestess or someone else, ain't nothing but intuition, spiritual gifts. Yes, sir. And somebody could be in the spotlight with this high priestess, the star in Aquarius, whether it's saying me or someone else. I do know that much. Yeah, but it say the Page of Wands, creativity, good news behind it. The Queen of Coins out here behind it. It could be an Earth sign, Capricorn towards Virgo. Somebody could have got paid for this, or just take care of themselves. Very legit. Bitch, look what's behind the Queen. Look what's behind this card. Oh my Lord. Black magic, spells, prayers, and bad intentions. I've been knowing this for fucking 3 years. Black magic, spells, prayers, and bad intentions. Y'all look. Oh my God. Thank you, Spirit. And it's behind the Queen of Coins. Now, this Queen of Coins could be me being the Capricorn. Somebody could say I was doing this, or they could do this. I ain't doing no black magic or nobody. I ain't gonna come for you. I'm part 2.